Hello, lovely people. You're welcome to the lifestyle show here on New TV. Wherever it is you guys are watching from, we are sending our love to you all. Thank you so much for the follow-up. Thank you for the love. Thank you to all the comments we've been getting. Thank you all very much for your love and support. If you haven't followed the lifestyle show, please do follow us. Follow the lifestyle playlist on New TV. Like, subscribe, and share. Keep sharing the love. Thank you also very much for joining us today. I still remain your girl and host for the show, EJ. Today we'll be talking about the what we are taught in school versus what we face real life, or what we are taught in school versus real life. Yes. And with me in the studio are two very beautiful people that are going to be helping me talk about it. I have with me Miss Aimee. Miss Aimee is the manager of communication, right? Correct. It's so good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And then we have Miss
Jessica.
Exactly. I'm sorry. The very beautiful Miss Jessica. She is a lecturer, an English lecturer, actually. Thank you very much for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us. All right, guys. We are here to talk about this very topic. We've discovered that there's a difference, or there's something happening currently.
Yeah.
What we face in real life is different from what we are taught in school. There's a big difference. So I want to know, or we want to know, what is going on. If it is that the curriculum is the problem, or the lecturers are the problem, or we the students are the one not learning, or there's a problem, from our ancestors. We want to know where the problem is coming from, because basically we've discovered that some of the things we are taught in school are not what we are able to use in real life. Yeah. Okay. Now the question is, first of all, what do you guys think about this topic? Let's begin with that. Let's start with you.
Yeah, for me, I can say over 100 is 60-70%.
Right?
Over 100.
Mm-hmm.
Over 100. Because if you see real life, there are some repetitions. For example, if I take secondary school, or even I take primary school, there are some things they taught me. Actually, as I was saying earlier, I went to school in Togo here. So if I take my example, there are some things I learned in 1992 or 1995 that even my junior ones are still taught today.
Okay.
For example, I saw the book of a niece lately.
Right.
What I was taught in my time, she's been taught in 2013, 2023. Okay. So, yeah.
So the topic is a big one, right?
The topic is a big one.
All
we have a lot to say about this topic.
All right, Ma, how about you?
So school teaching compared to real life,
right?
I say is very different.
Okay.
So in my example, when I was student, I work at part-time.
Right.
I sell cake.
Okay.
After yam and pasta.
Right.
To survive, because you can never count in only diplomas.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much. Now, guys, do you think that there's a contradiction with teaching? So, what we are taught in school, is it what we use when we come out?
I would say in some ways no, and I can defend it.
Okay.
For example, in maths now, I feel maths is to build the brain, to construct the brain. In maths now, we do S plus B equal to this, or A plus B, they open brackets, they put something equal to this.
Right.
Man, when you come out, there's no S plus B.
We have been looking for S.
My dear, I look for S. I use something to look for S. I have not found S.
God.
S does not pay the bill.
Do you get?
S has nothing to do with your salary. You go out there, you work, and you have nothing to do with S. With that, what can we say?
Oh my God. Okay, so there's a contradiction, right?
A serious one. A serious contradiction. A serious contradiction, which we need to change.
Ma, how about you? Do you think there's a contradiction with what is being taught in school? Is there what we are taught in school? Are they in line with what we do in real life? Is there a problem with what we are taught in school compared to real life?
Yep.
Right.
I can say the next time
right.
I was student.
Right.
And then we are finished, you get a certificate.
Right.
and you can say something to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you are there, you think, what am I doing? What am I doing with my diplomas?
Right.
You go to get a job, nobody can take you. Okay, what can you start to doing right now?
Right.
And I think I start to selling.
Mm-hmm.
Then I do a new training in communication.
Right.
Then to going to learn English
Right.
and a seller.
Mm-hmm.
And I start to sell, right? And then I start working in communication.
Right.
So
there's, from what she's saying, there's a big
gap.
A big gap. Okay. All right then. So let's continue. Now, I have another question for you guys. Okay. Yeah. And Mama, I think the question is for you. Okay. Now, do you think that the educational system adequately address practical life skills? Now, these practical life skills include financial literacy, problem solving, and effective communication. You do know that these things I've mentioned to you are what we use in our daily life. So if someone should be financially free, have that adequacy of communication, like to actually communicate with one another, and then problem solving. These three things are able to make you a successful person, right? So do you think that schools, do you think that the educational system, they address these issues?
Not really.
Okay.
For me, not really. When it comes to speaking fluently, I say maybe.
Okay.
But the other side, not really. Not really. I feel the school setup have to do more. Have to add some things. For example, entrepreneurship, as she was saying earlier.
Right.
Entrepreneurship. Organize conferences. Make them speak. It's not about physics, chemistry, maths, biology. Those things, they are like, trust me, if I bring my chemistry book or biology book of 2001 and I compare with the one that is coming 2012 or 2022, they are almost the same. It does not help them. Do something innovative, do something new. Do something new that will help them.
Do you think did school teach you anything about financial literacy to begin with?
I agree with Ms. Jessica.
Right.
So school teaching right now is complicated. She don't say everything.
Right.
She don't teach everything. Me, when I'm finished, I take the time to work in myself.
Okay.
To have a good presence.
Right.
To have a good presence, expertise, elegance, and the more importantly, humility to learning more from others.
Right.
Nowadays, they are not teaching that education
in school. In school.
They are not,
Abi?
They are not.
See, you people are majorly focused on teaching us how to speak English.
Yes.
Because that's the only thing that they teach you sentence construct.
Yes.
How to actually speak English fluently.
Yes.
That's just it, though.
That's just it.
I'm finding S.
And finding S that even my ancestors I'll be looking for it now. They have not found it.
Did you?
I'm looking for it. My children will look for it. My children will look for it.
Did you find X?
Yes.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
You found S?
No, you cannot find S. So that's not where you find S. S is still in the air. Nobody finds S. Nobody finds S.
Okay, so Miss Eme, what skills do you think are essential for success, in today's world for your perspective journey? So what skills will you say can actually help one to be successful?
Okay, I think it's communication.
Okay, communication.
Right now, you need to express well yourself to do everything. Everything. To learn a lot. No, nowadays, people don't like reading. Me, I learn a lot, and it's helped me a lot. So I think communication and technology and for informatics is helping today to grow up and succeed.
Communication. When you say communication, we are talking about it in a French-speaking country, right?
Communication, yes, a French country, and so.
And other countries.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Because today, if you are doing communication,
yes,
you must knowing French,
Right.
English, and other language. And when you want to start to selling something, you can stay in your only country to sell your things.
Everywhere it goes
You
round.
want to do aller ailleurs, en fait.
Right.
And to be international.
Why?
And you succeed. The people will know you. And you are not fear to back other person to sell your things.
product.
Yes.
Communication. Do you think she's right?
She's right.
She's actually right.
She's
I mean,
very right.
Yeah.
She's very right.
Because if you're very bilingual,
Yeah, you can go far.
you can go
You
far.
can go far.
Yeah.
I think people start, especially in this Togo, they start knowing about being bilingual lately when we start. They introduce Togo into Commonwealth. That's why you see that a lot of schools are now opening English a section or English school. We are having a lot of English school. But being bilingual or knowing a lot of languages helps so much.
But why is
Helps
it
so much.
You know that in Nigeria they don't students are not really serious with all these other
Yes,
international
they are not.
languages.
Oh,
Why?
I schooled in Nigeria. For example, if I take my case right now, I did French in the university in Nigeria. I
Right.
was a Babcock student. So in Babcock, French people, we were in our class. We are like 5.
Okay.
So when people see us, be like, these ones are wasting their time. French. French, or more French. I'm like, okay, seriously, because they don't know the use. But now, when they start looking for a job, and they now say, oh, French is like it's an atu. It's something you need to have additional. You see them coming to Village du Benin to run and learn French. But Nigerian people, they don't take it as we need it. For them, they are good with their English, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. Okay, they are good.
And ironically, it's still the same thing here. Mama, it's true, right?
Yeah.
In Togo here, okay, you guys don't value English. Now Togo is among, should I say
The Commonwealth.
value? Yeah, you guys are among the Commonwealth. I've heard testimonies of the fact that some teachers will be teaching and students are not even interested in it. Why is that?
Yeah.
I can say I don't know why. English is very interesting language.
Right.
Me, I like a lot. I like learning. So if you know how to express yourself in English, you can do anything. So, okay, how can you do to convince people,
Exactly.
or to young people to
Learn
Learn
English.
English.
Yes. How do you think you can do that in schools now, like in secondary schools?
I don't know.
It's difficult, right?
It's difficult, but because today they are like many things easily. They don't want to struggle.
They don't want to struggle.
They don't
to
want
get it.
to do something.
That should shake them up.
Yes, they don't.
They just want it peaceful.
Yeah.
Wisdom. Okay. So, but do you guys think there's a solution to that, though?
Yeah, there is a solution. And I think some people are waking up anyway. Some schools are waking up.
Right.
Right now, some schools are waking up. I can give an example of where I was teaching.
Right.
Isla International Business School. They are waking up. What they do is they motivate the students. They call for conferences. They give them topics. They do a lot of things. They teach them management. They teach them entrepreneurship. Make them to know that they should not focus only on this on what they teach them. Apart from school, when you stop school, what else can you do? Or even while you are in school, there's something you have to do. You don't wait for government to sponsor something for you. So when you start teaching them, as you said before, school is like only theory. There's no practical. But when you start giving them practicals, you start putting them, even if it's A plus B equal AB, let them practice it. Let them know what it's all about. It's not just for me to come and tell A plus B equal AB without going to the field. So schools, they don't go to the field. They just tell them, this is it. And you follow. And you have to learn it to pass your exam. But what of after the school? What am I facing?
What next?
That is what slaps them.
So, in your opinion, Mama, what subjects, Miss Amy, what subjects or skills should be given more emphasis in school? Okay, to better align with demand of real life.
It's me, please.
Yes, please. What are the subjects you think schools should begin teaching? Okay, so that when you as a student come out, you can actually use that subject to better your life in real life. To better your life, yeah.
Okay, I can say we can it's important to make the different skills, the new skills in the school program.
Okay.
To create the discovery and training workshop.
Okay. Training workshops. What kind of training workshops are we talking about?
So how to detect the talent, your real talent, because many people or young people say today, okay, I have a dream. What do you want to become today? Is that I want to become a millionaire. What do you want to do to become a millionaire? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know what am I doing? I don't know. But she's no, okay, I can make a hair or aesthetic or the nails.
Yes.
We have many things. I know one girl, she's doing a shoes maker. Today she's easy. She's earned her life easily. So, but sometimes young people say, "Oh, I do school. I have my certificate.
Exactly.
I have my bachelor degree. I can do that. I can do this." You are not finished.
Now, what are some of the subjects? First of all, do you agree with what she said?
Yeah, I agree with what she said. Plainly. And as concerning the subjects, they should teach them entrepreneurship. Let them have it in mind that after they can do more than going what they are taught in class. If you teach them entrepreneurship, they have let them be creative, so that it's not be about book alone. Because outside there, it's not about book alone. As I was saying earlier, I have an auntie. She studied English in school, but she's a manager of a bank now in Nigeria. What does English in school have to do with manager in this thing? You have to form yourself outside what they are giving you as lectures. What else? Always make the student to know what else. So teach them entrepreneurship. Teach them. There are a lot of things you can teach them, especially entrepreneurship. Make them to know, my dear. Apart from this, I can do. What do you want to do? What do you like to do, really? Or what can you do apart from what you are writing in the book? Let them start cultivating it from school. So when they come out, they won't wait for government. They won't wait to start writing CVs. They will start dirtying their hands, using their hands to work. Show them that working with your hands is the best. The first thing is to work with your hands before you use your book. So it makes them, even while they are at school, maybe they are selling puff. Just let's take the smallest one. They are selling puff. Before you know, from a small puff, she'll open a big one where she employs people. But she's still in school. So it will make her, by the time she comes out, she has her puff company, and she's still maybe trying to be a manager somewhere according to what she learned in school. So if you teach them that one while they're in school, let them know it's not about A plus B, it's not about 1 + 1. There's still more than that. Because when you finish school, what you are going to face outside there has nothing to do with your book.
Do you people think that as a result of this theory we learn in school, would you say that's the reason why we have a whole lot of jobless youth out there now? Would you say that the school has a hand to, the joblessness in the society currently? Would we say that? Or would you say that?
Is main place.
Okay. Would you say that the fact that schools, or our schools today, they teach us theory, we don't practicalize what we are taught. Would you say that's the reason people are jobless in the society?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Why do you say that?
So, I want to say, it's not only teachers can teach
A child.
Parents at home. But you have parents at home to start tell their children, how you can do something with your hand. To think outside
The box.
the box, yeah. To do something, because many parents love or likes, oh, my children or my girl, my daughter have a bachelor degree, she have that diploma, but what she can do with that? They don't like to see their children to do other things. So we want to say or to talk in the parents to
educate their children
to do something with her
their
hand to help them to detect their talents, to discover that things within
them.
Yeah. It's very important.
It's very important, actually.
It's not only the teachers or educator.
The parents also have
the way. Yeah.
Do you agree with this?
Very well.
Okay.
Very well.
So first of all, the question is, are schools to be blamed for the joblessness? Now, she's raised the point about the fact that parents also have a hand in this. What do you have to say about this?
Yeah, I can say schools are to be blamed also because mostly they do more of theory than practical.
Okay.
I did not know it also then.
Okay.
Until I entered the world of work. When I was in school, I was also focusing on the only thing I was taught. And after that, when you finish school, you write CV. As Togo people will say, French people say gel honneur. You have to write gel honneur. That is what we are taught. Then when you finish, you take paper, gel honneur. For example, if I see New World TV, I say, I want to work here. I say, what again? What did they want? Okay, let me just work there. Gel honneur. So when you start doing gel honneur, everybody's mind is on gel honneur, and they don't know that they can do other things apart from gel honneur. Your hands can do things apart from gel honneur. While you are waiting for gel honneur, you can be doing something to earn your life. Then you find out that even that gel honneur stuff, you are working under somebody. What you are earning by yourself with your hands is more than what that gel honneur will give you. So yes, school has to be blamed because mostly they give a theory than practical. They should start doing theory and practical. Theory and practical. Then when you are doing theory, they will know that, okay, this is what comes with it. So when the two are together, they are more exposed to what is waiting for them.
How about the parents?
About the parents, yes, as she said earlier, Miss Eme said earlier, yes, the parents are to be blamed also. Talk to your children. Stop making them feel, oh, you go and read your book, you go and do your assignment, go and do this. When they want to do something, be like, why are you, for example, why are you always on computer? What are you doing there? Have you read your book today? Have you done your assignments? Maybe what he has in him is a passion for computer. Maybe he has things he's doing. Maybe he has a lot of things coming out. Maybe he has a lot of things in him that he does, that if you allow him to do it, he will be computer genius tomorrow. That has nothing to do with school.
Wisdom.
But when you start telling him that, go and learn your book, go and do your assignments. Have you read today? Oh yeah, bring for me. Come and recite your tomorrow's lesson for me. And you stop him from doing what he wants to do. Maybe it's when he will be 40 years or maybe 30 something before that gift that will come out. It's already late. If you allow him to discover it. For example, let me give you an example of my cousin, a very strong woman. She raised her kids alone.
Okay.
On her own, she raised her kids, 2 girls and a boy.
Oh, wow.
What did she do? She trusted them. She just taught them the right thing, the right education. This is God. This is like, if you do good, this is it. What you do this? Like God is the center of everything.
Right.
Then she allowed them to discover themselves. And the kids, what did they do? 2 of them are models in Nigeria.
Oh, wow.
But they're still going to school. But she allowed them to discover themselves. But apart from now, school, Nigerian school has strikes. When Nigerian school has strikes, they are traveling out there. They are traveling, doing modeling.
Amazing.
They are Lagos runway, all those kind of things. They are doing it. One just came out in Misabia. So there are a lot of things they do. And the boy, he's a DJ and all those ones I used to miss sound. Right. He's doing it. But imagine, normal parents, as he's missing sound, instead of reading book.
It's a problem.
And they'll be like, you are mad. It's like the devil is playing guitar on your head. Yes. Instead of reading, you are there playing a sound.
I thought, relative to what she just said, when I told my father I wanted to be an artist, my father was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Do you think I was my school fees for you to go and be?
Exactly. Your mates are doctors and you are...
My father, I want to do a training as an aesthetic.
Right.
He's refused.
They don't. They are all educationally.
If you don't say I want to be a doctor or a lawyer or pharmacy,
you wiggle your head while you're saying
it's not about it. My father is still holding me till tomorrow that he wanted me to be a lawyer.
All right, guys, people, thank you so very much for today. We've come to the end of today's show, but before we wrap up, I just want to give a conclusion regarding this very topic. So we are not blaming anyone per se. Conclusively, we are not saying the school is at fault, and we are not saying the parent is at fault. Rather, we are saying that You as a mom has a part to play. The school also has a part to play. It will be more better if we go into practical other than theory.
Yes.
We've had a whole lot of theory. Like our forefathers have dealt with theory. BC
Yes.
goes to school.
Yes.
My grandma read BC goes to school.
Exactly.
I read BC goes to school. Can we
Exactly.
change to see who BC is?
Yes.
We can actually see BC, you know. And also, you as a parent, it would be so amazing for you to give your child that space to actually discover him or herself.
Yes.
You know, let him or herself, you know, allow them build up that fire. So when that fire comes up, before you know it, we will have reduction in people that come out, you know, from schools and they are queuing up in labor market looking for jobs.
Exactly.
All right, on that note, we've come to the end of today's show. Thank you all so very much for your love and support. I still remember your girl EJ Auntie will come your way next week Friday. Thank you very much, Miss Aimee, for coming. Thank you very much.
Thank you
so much for joining
for
us
the
today.
invitation. Thank you.
We'll come your way next week. Stay blessed, stay safe. Plenty love from me to you. Mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye.